Welcome back, friends. There has been a new USICS notification that persons who are holding a non immigrant visa, an H 1B visa, but who are trying to apply for an adjustment of status to be converted into a green card would now have to return to their home countries to be able to apply for the green card. In a sweeping new directive issued by the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services USCIS on Friday, most temporary visa holders who are seeking permanent residency would now have to leave the United States and apply for green cards from their home countries instead of adjusting status while remaining in America. The policy marks one of the most dramatic attempts yet by the Trump administration to curb not only illegal immigration but legal immigration as well. It is said that it is one of the ways to close the loophole for people who are on H1B but who can wait till they get a green card, so they wait in United States till they get converted or the status gets adjusted. For Indians who make up the overwhelming majority of America's highly skilled visa workforce and account for the largest employment based green card backlog, the implications are quite immense. For years, the Indian engineers, doctors, nurses, teachers, researchers, and tech workers on H 1B visas have lived in a peculiar state of semi permanent impermanence. What do I mean by that? The legally employed, heavily taxed, often homeowners, raising US born children, yet stuck in green card queues stretching decades because of country caps imposed by the US immigration law. The caps mean that no single country can receive more than 7% of the total number of employment based or family sponsored green cards issued in a single financial year, fiscal year. Since the total number of employment based green cards is 140,000 annually, the maximum annual allocation per country, whether it is India or Nepal or Botswana or Peru, is 9,800, which means that applicants from smaller countries get through quicker, whereas Indians more in number get processed much slowly. Under the existing system, applicants could remain in the United States while waiting for an adjustment of status, or AOS as it is popularly called in immigration parlance. The new memo upends that assumption. An alien who is in the United States temporarily and wants a green card must return to their home country to apply. USICS says that adjustment of status within the United States is an extraordinary form of relief. Those extraordinary circumstances remain vaguely defined, though administration officials hinted exemptions may exist for applicants who provide economic benefit or serve the national interest. Now, what would be, who would I be able to call as providing economic benefit or serving the national interest? That would have to be proved. So, we will definitely see a lot of clarifications, but then you need to be there for be able to prove that you are providing some economic benefit or serving the national interest. Otherwise, you will not be allowed the adjustment of status. Yet the damage is one of fear, uncertainty, and doubt, because you would have to return back to your home country otherwise, if you're not able to prove these two conditions. For the Indian, otherwise, it was very simple and a matter of course. Now it's proving this. So, for Indian families, the disruption extends far beyond paperwork. Many children of H1B holders have spent nearly their entire lives in the United States. Some are weeks away from college admissions, advanced placement exams, or high school graduation. Parents fear being forced to uproot teenagers from American schools and relocate them to Indian cities they barely know while waiting indefinitely for consular processing. So, the scenario haunting many families is simple: leave America temporarily for visa processing and then become trapped outside the country for months or years due to bureaucratic delays, some administrative denials, or shifting policy interpretations. So, the broader message is that this is something which is going to create hardship. As a scientist, many people are also worried. They're continuing the science programs, and now suddenly they are on H1B and they are applied for adjustment of status, and now they have to leave. So the programs also get into cripple. Or you're working for some hospitals as a doctor or nurse, you've applied for an adjustment of status, and because this rule, if it gets converted into law, which is not yet the case, would be another issue. So between the funding cuts and this rash, this new policies, things can get rather crazy for many people who wanted to contribute to the well-being of United States and still be around. So one recurring fear among many professionals, and India is only one country, but there are others as well, is that after spending a decade or more building lives in the United States, they may be forced to uh, into some sort of a bureaucratic limbo where careers, children's education, and family stability hinge on discretionary judgments by consular officers back in their home country. Another thing is that the administration seems to be eager to welcome wealthy investors through proposals like Trump's much publicized gold card residency idea, which is perfectly fine too. I mean, there's nothing wrong. That's one of the ways to gain entry, and America gets some money. It's in a way good, um, but this way of people who are trying to contribute to United States development of science, medicine, artificial intelligence, they are on their way. Maybe some exceptions can be brought in by the US ICS in due course, so that America does not lose on the various know how, the intellectual pool, and the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS, may need to look into making it a little easier for people who are working in the medical field, in the science field, artificial intelligence, advanced engineering, robotic technology, that these people do not have to go back to their individual countries for a green card. The longer they stay there, they will be able to contribute and make America a greater force to reckon with. It already is, but it would be very interesting how much they can contribute to uh, the US while staying in the United States. They will be able to contribute more mightily than if they were to be sent back to the home countries It can disrupt the science program, the research program, the technology development, the contribution to medicine, to robotics, to artificial intelligence. They can unnecessarily be disrupted because of this provision. I'm sure the USCIS will look into it as on an urgent basis. America has been known for its intellectual talent pool and would definitely want to retain it as it progresses further, especially with artificial intelligence becoming so important and America's leadership in that area. If you are watching my video for the first time, do like and subscribe. Like is, of course, if you like it. Subscribe, you must. And do forward it to like-minded people. Thanks very much. Appreciate. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. Take you. Bye-bye.